Remember, this is the larger sign. We're going to extrapolate back to the individual here in a while. Make sense? So in Republic 3, we're going to do this thing. Now, question. How do you convince people that they belong in the class where they are? Now we get to a very disturbing part of Republic. Plato will say it this way: we're going to lie to them. We're going to lie to them. He doesn't call it a lie, he calls it a myth, but we'll call it what it is. It's a lie. He says we're going to invent a story, call it a myth. Now, Socrates didn't invent this story. This story actually is invented by the Phoenicians, a group of people, okay? And this is what we call the famous Phoenician myth of the metals. And it runs something like this. There's 3 kinds of metals in the human body. You can't see it when you look at blood. All blood looks red. But within that blood there's metal there. All right? If you end up here as a leader, you got gold. Okay? In your veins. If you end up as a soldier in this middle class, you've got silver in your veins. And if you end up here as one of the workmen, well, you've got some kind of bronze, right, kind of metal. Okay? Now the way this works is, and this is an intriguing idea, and again, you get to debate the legitimacy of this. Socrates says, look, you're going to have this guy who builds shoes, makes shoes for a living. And he's going to say, I want to be a soldier and like run around with one of those M16s and blow people away. And they're going to say back to him, no, you can't do that. Why not? Because God said so. What do you mean God said so? Well, it's something like this. For you to go around shooting people and be a soldier, you would have to have silver in your veins. You don't have silver in your veins, you've got bronze. That means you make shoes. Ah, well, that isn't fair. Hey, don't blame us, blame God. That's the way it is. You're not challenging that position, are you? Because to blame the gods is a bad idea. No, that's okay. I'll make shoes. By the way, let's point out something. A lot of my students have difficulty with this until we change it from metals to aptitude. And then all of a sudden they go, oh yeah. That is to say, don't think of this as metals. Think of this as aptitude, ability. Do you really want somebody being a soldier who does not have the aptitude to be a soldier? Nope. Right? You do not want to put somebody on the wall who the minute that the shooting starts is going to run away. Agreed? Some people have aptitude that we will constitute as the ability to be a soldier, and some people don't. Would you agree with me? Everyone has their role to play. Remember, go back to the Platonic view of the ideal state. Everyone does the job for which he or she is capable, prepared, has an aptitude for. Okay. What Socrates will do, though, is he will say it out loud. For us to keep people in their place, we kind of have to invent a story, and that story will be linked to religion or theology. And that's how you kind of control people, is through religion and theology. You tell them what they need to believe vis-a-vis the gods. And then they believe it. And then you have harmony. Done. It's over. Then you got harmony. Everything is taken care of. So in Republic 3, we're going to extend our notion of education to say, education is the process whereby the ideal group divides itself intentionally into classes or groups of people. Okay? Now with that in mind, we're ready to begin some converse about what exactly is going on in Republic 4. Okay? Republic 4 will also have, again, a certain kind of numerology that's a mnemonic that works pretty well. All right? For each one of these classes, okay, there's going to be a virtue that attends it. All right? Now tomorrow when we come back, I'm going to ask you what these virtues are. They're called the 4 cardinal virtues. Okay? So you want to read Republic 4. You want to read the lecture notes of Republic 4. When you come back tomorrow, we're going to ask this question. when you look at this ideal classed group, there's certain kind of virtues that correspond rather nicely to each one of those. What are those virtues? Okay. And if there's 3 classes, why are there 4 virtues? And this will be the first time that Glaucon will get his question as to what is justice. Okay? So just to backtrack one more time. We're looking at the big sign. We're extrapolating from the big sign to talk about what are these virtues. By the way, when you come back tomorrow, have done a little bit of research on the way Plato uses this word virtue. And like, what does that even mean? Okay? Questions, comments? All right, well, enjoy your education. That is to say, your brainwashing.